gotta put a switch.
Very strong.
That's what
you want to watch now. Just so you can get that. I don't know if you want to. I don't need this here, do I?
They left their.
What are you doing playing with the technology?
I know, that's way.
Every word, too.
Who are we waiting for? Me. I saw you come in.
Good to bring up some things.
Public Works will now be in session. We'll go to the first item of business. And that'll be item number 29 on tonight's agenda. It is a resolution to approve the bid of Green Bay Pipe and TV LLC for closed circuit TV inspection of the sanitary and storm sewer at various locations throughout the city of West Allis for the sum of $60,767. Mike?
Yeah, our annual program to inspect sewers, usually about 10% of the city.
Second.
No, ask him if he's budgeted.
Oh, I thought you said,
I'll move approval.
And so now,
Thank
it is
you.
moved by Alderman Weigels, seconded by Alderman Ranky. Further discussion?
Budgeted?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Is this getting cheaper? It must be. Technology's coming down, right? Or is it still 2 guys or 3 guys in a truck?
Yeah,
Walking
I
around,
mean,
a lot of payroll.
Yeah, it's stayed pretty flat. I mean,
At least they're color pictures now.
hey, that was a big thing when that happened 25 years ago for me.
Alderman Rowe?
I just have, what area is this? All over or just a specific area?
There are
or
some
just
spot areas, but I'm not sure if Pete's not here. I'm not sure what area
Okay,
the
it's
city
not
this
yet.
is.
Okay.
But again, the city is broken up basically
Right.
in 10 sections. So.
Alderman Ranky?
Chair, do we usually do about 10% every year? Is that it? Do we ever do more?
If we have to, if we've got bad areas out there that we need to do some additional work in, and that we know we've got problems in, yes, we've done more. But pretty much 10%.
Further discussion? Budgeted? Moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Ranky. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 30 on tonight's agenda, resolution approving the contracting with Cablecom LLC to provide and install single-mode fiber optic cable for the amount not to exceed $25,000. Mike?
Well, Jimmy's in the audience answering technical questions, but basically our cabling line between the yard and I believe fire station number 2 and maybe up to admin, I don't know, is old. It's over capacity. It's causing slowdowns at the yard, certainly. And we are installing more video outside surveillance type of cameras out there, so it's having a huge drain on a very old cable. The cable's 8-9 years old, which, like most things in the computer world, is ancient. This is through the state bid, so it's a very cheap price for us, and we're looking to reinstall or replace the old lines out there.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Ranky. Is there further discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 31 on tonight's agenda, resolution relative to accepting the proposal of Graybar Electric Supply for furnishing aluminum street lighting poles for the total sum of $34,308 if we can get them. If we can get them?
Our annual purchase for street lighting supplies. Street lighting poles.
I thought there was a shortage of those things.
No, we're-
Any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Ranky.
do we replace street lighting poles yearly?
Yep, it's all part of our CIP, our street program out there. And yeah, those lights and those light poles are replaced as needed.
As needed.
As needed.
Okay, thank you.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Ranky. This is becoming easy. Any further discussion?
Should we switch it up a little bit?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Number 32, resolution relative to accepting the proposal of Sherwin Industries for furnishing and delivering one 102-gallon meter applicator with compressor for the total sum of $49,816.71. Mike?
Jim Lou is in the audience to give you any technical explanation, but this is a budgeted replacement. Basically, this is our tar kettle. Yeah.
Oh.
Tar kettle would have been the practical
Okay.
thing.
Move approval.
Second.
There we go. Moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Rote. Is there further discussion on this item?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Number 33, resolution to approve the bid of J&L Pole for the installation of concrete curb and gutter, concrete pavement, miscellaneous walk repair, driveway replacement.
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Ranky.
No, that was Alderman,
Was it
Chapletsky.
Chapletsky? I stand corrected. Moved by Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Ranky. Is there further discussion on that item?
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Rote.
when we had that public hearing, there was a lot of discussion, a lot of loud voices about, can we park at the school? Is that resolved?
The school, yeah, basically resolved. The school told us no.
Someone keep a track somewhere?
But the last, but the,
Rule 1,
yep.
City 0?
we did ask the school district and
Well, we were all there.
we were
and,
told no. Well, yeah, but it's the school district's property, so. they-
So by the time that that's going through, they're not going to be able to park at the school property.
they
Simple
told
as
us
that.
Also a time when school's really not going to be in session either for most of the construction period.
no.
You should probably keep the school board members' phone numbers handy when your phone rings on that one.
Thank you.
We're told no by the superintendent.
Any further discussion?
Mr. Chair, did they
Alderman
give a
Rankin.
reason?
I can find out if he did give a reason or not. I'm not aware of the reason. When I heard he said no. Okay.
Is it possible that they're open? They have
They have summer playground.
Summer playground?
My daughter works there, actually.
That
Is the
could be
parking
reason.
area near the summer playground?
They let me park my car on there when I go visit her for lunch. I mean, there's cars, when you go there, when summer playground is in session, there are cars parked on the lot. Just so you know.
No, I just was questioning.
Okay.
Well, I
Any further discussion on item number 33? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Number 34, resolution authorizing staff to petition the Public Service Commission for PWAC rate adjustment. I believe this is what we talked about last week.
Yes, that'll include the 3% Milwaukee. I know I owe you a resolution opposing this, which you'll get very soon. I
Excellent.
apologize for tonight. But it is included the 3%. It is in our PSC tariffs that are order, that when this type of stuff comes through from Milwaukee in this case, that we should, it's part of our order to implement this or recover this cost. And it's pennies. If you look at the summary there, it's basically pennies included on some of that. Like, for example, and I'll use mine because I have a 1-inch meter in my house. For a quarter, it's going up 8 cents for the meter itself.
just for later.
When it comes up to the volume charges, the first 100 cubic feet is going up like 3 cents. So I mean, when you talk about it in pennies, it doesn't sound a lot, but the average will be 3%.
Mr. Chair.
Alderman Rote?
And this is just a pass-through again, right?
Yes, it is.
And would it be fair to me to say that water bills now, it's not so much the cost of the water, it's getting the water to your house? Would that be fairly accurate?
Yes.
It's the delivery
So it's-
system.
And you can tell them it's always been that way. I mean, it's the cost of pumping it, certainly cleaning it, and purifying it, and everything that they have to do, along with the humongous amount of testing that
But I guess
is
I was
needed.
getting
But
with the
yes.
infrastructure, all the underground is involved too. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Thank
it
you,
is.
Mr. Chair.
Any further discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Weigel.
but it's also a pass-through from the city of Milwaukee Water Works, where again, they're making a profit on the water they're selling to 17 communities.
Well, their profit rate of return, whatever you want to call it, yes.
Yeah. So above and beyond what it costs them to sell us, to produce and get the water to us. If I remember, it was $12 million to the plus they were.
That they are giving to the utility is giving to the city.
To the city of
yes.
Milwaukee.
But this 3% of course includes some of that, but
Yeah.
but it's related to cost of living expenses.
No, I get it.
But yes.
Mr. Chair,
Oh.
it seems like they're always raising the rates. They get a one rate increase and then they come back and they try for another rate increase. is there anything basically that we can do?
Yes, there is, and we have done it. The next one will be a full-blown rate increase. That'll be in front of the PSC probably a year and a half like the last one did. And that will be a full-blown one, and we will be partnering with the other wholesale customers, hiring our own consultants and our own engineers to basically contest what Milwaukee will bring through. If last time as an example, our original rate increase proposed by Milwaukee was around 33%. And the final result, because of the consultants and engineering, was about 9%. So this will be coming in the fall. You'll be hearing a lot about it for the next year and a half. But yes, we have fought it before. We've got a little bit of a victory.
And as Alderman Weigel stated, is that they raised their rate, and then they had $12 million in surplus. They gave it back to the city of Milwaukee, and then asked us for another rate increase. That's kind of how it works. So that is what's going to come in front of our committee with a letter objecting to them taking the profit that we're paying them and then using it to lower their tax rate. And then come back for a rate increase to us, because now they don't have the money to do their stuff.
I move to approve the resolution.
Moved by Alderman Ranky.
Second.
Seconded by, who was it? Alderman Weigel. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 35 on tonight's agenda. Downtown West Allis is requesting permission to use the public parking lot south of Greenfield Avenue between 73rd and 72nd Street.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Chaplowski, seconded by Alderman Weigel. Is there further discussion?
Free lunch.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. With that, that concludes Public Works, and now we'll turn it over to Alderman Michael Chaplowski, Chairman of License and Health.
Chairman, for how many? How many of these?
He didn't give them to me. He's probably still working.
You got Public Works and it's administration.
Yeah, we have a joint.
Oh, there's a joint?
Yeah,
Joint?
yeah, 13.
No joint?
They didn't take it?
It's being held up, I understand.
Being held up?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
never mind.
Jim, you want some?
No, he just wants to sit next.
I'll sit next to him. I'm gonna hold his left hand.
We're not going there. Okay, okay. Let's call, number 77. Let's see, Holly Schaefer. Come on up. See?
Should my parents come with me?
Yeah. You want to come up? You can come up to it.
Yeah, okay.
See my extra copy of those.
Okay, it's the first time you've been in the bar business?
Yes, my parents have both been in the bar business.
And truthfully, we don't have any problems at that bar.
Okay.
I think there was once, in all the years that I've been there, was only one minor problem which he caused himself. But we have a lot of problems with a lot of bars. A lot of it has to do with the type of music that you're playing. You have to work with the police. If you call the police, we don't hold it against you unless it's a continuous thing and you're causing the problem. But you have to obey all the rules and regulations. If someone comes in and you're just iffy, card them. You know, just always look at to the extreme, you know, on any of these things. It's a, well, you've been in a business, it's a tough business. And you never know who's walking through that door or what can happen. And I think that you just, as long as you abide by the rules, work with the police department. If you have any questions, I don't know if you're going to have surveillance cameras or what do they call it, card thing?
Card check.
Card check. You know, it should have all those things because that helps protect you too.
Do call 911 if there's any problems. One question, what's held against you?
Is anybody, Alderman Weigel?
So your parents are here because they're going to help you run the business, or just because they're going to give advice? Or?
She's the agent,
Okay.
and we bought the business. We're buying the business.
Okay.
So basically, for residency requirements, we had to make her the agent. So then the liquor license will be up again in July 1st, I believe. And at that point, we'll have the residency requirements to
What residence requirement?
the 90
The
day.
90-day state of Wisconsin for us
You
to
don't
get
live in
the...
Wisconsin.
No,
We're moving here
we're
in
moving here
2
from
weeks.
Chicago.
So what place in Chicago did you operate?
We both worked in the business. We didn't well, I worked at 2 places there for about 10, 15 years.
He's also a teacher, and I'm an accountant, and we're quitting our jobs and moving to West Allis
You
and buying
Bears
a bar.
fans?
Yeah, you're not
I'm
gonna
not, he is.
See a lot of purple here.
you're not gonna have any bear flags or anything.
That was a complete accident.
Do I have a motion for denial?
And then they're wearing Viking colors.
She lives here, and
I
she's a
know, I
Packers
should've
fan.
thought more.
Are you- what-
So you're going to be operating it essentially, or
She's
We're
an
all
agent.
going to be operating
We all will,
together.
yes.
All in Barsack?
Just a couple things in the city of West Allis. It does some unique things. We have a weed and seed program, which is excellent. Does actually come from state and federal money. We will send people into your bar that are underage attempting to purchase, and we do this on a regular basis. We usually do about, 10, 15 a quarter, and just random. So card. That particular person is not going to have an ID on them. So you're just going to be able to say, hey, can't serve you. IDs are getting really, really good. They're getting to a point. I just read a whole article on them where it's even the professionals can't tell the difference between a fake ID and a real one. You have the right to hold that ID, and you can put it behind the cash or in somewhere. When that person leaves, you can hand it back to them. So if the police do come in, that person's underage. Now it's a false document. They would get busted, and you're in the clear. So that's a couple things. You also have the right to call our police department and say, I have an ID here, and I'm not sure of it. Could you please verify it for us? And you can either give them the information, and they can verify it, or they might come down. Now, what normally happens is as soon as you tell the person, I'd like to verify this ID, what normally happens is I'll take that back and just go somewhere else. So you get rid of them real quick. But it's the underage thing is becoming a bigger problem, and I think we're seeing more of it even in the city of West Allis. So you got to just be so careful. You got to be so careful. That bar has... Again, just like I said, that bar's been a pretty smooth running bar, pretty good neighborhood bar. So you're walking into a good thing there. It doesn't have a bad reputation. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. One more thing, Mr. Chairman.
All in Weigel.
And as the new bar, the kids are going to test you. Because that's where they go. They go, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They're new on the block. They'll take any $5 that comes across the bar, and you're going to find that they're going to test you. As the father of a 21-year-old and 3 teenagers. my twin daughters in Madison, 18-year-old girls in Madison. My daughter says, everybody's got an ID. Now that's Madison. I'm sure it doesn't happen.
You do have a roll.
Move approval.
Second.
Barsack got the second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Good luck to you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank
Sharon
you.
Butterfield.
Oh, to Mickey.
Warn you folks moving in.
Hello.
Good, how are you?
You get the advantage because you heard everything. We don't have to say it a second time.
Okay. Pretty much the same thing. Have you worked in the business before, or?
Not really, but
I have.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is another bar that, matter of fact, when I heard about it, I said, where is that? I'm trying to visualize it because we don't get a lot of calls on everything, and that's where we want to leave it.
Absolutely.
You know, and so
hip hop or R&B or anything like that. We're more rock, classic rock kind of deal.
And oldies.
Countries.
Move approval, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. No. Monica, you want to, what's surrendering the license? What was that?
Right. Will the current licensee surrender their
Yes.
license?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well, they have to surrender that to you, correct?
that's correct.
They have to take it down to the clerk's office and.
Okay.
Vincent Fleischman.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
So we
much.
can pick that up tomorrow then, or when they surrender?
Monica?
or-
Once they
You
turn
want to
it
know when they
in.
can pick it up?
Okay.
Oh, so he's got,
Oh, I'll
okay.
have John go
Glad
down
to see
tomorrow.
Very good.
They
Thank you so
can
much.
check with us tomorrow after 10:30. We'll look at everything.
After 10:30 tomorrow, check with the clerk's office.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We have license here. It's a new application. Oh, it's a Fiddler's. 3 bars in a row that we don't have problems with. That's good. So we, have you done this before?
Yes, I did it 22, 23. I used to live up north in Wild Rose, so I've been up there for a little bit. And
Where at?
we lived out on County 8.
Where's your tin bar?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did it for Pioneer Pub and Grill.
Pioneer Pub?
Yeah.
Kevin?
No, before them. Sue.
Oh,
and me.
okay. All right.
Mr. Chair,
Alden Webb.
on your application, you put down 3 years ago you had a problem in the city of West Dallas. Your background check comes back with a date of 8/21/11.
Yeah, it was. I was mistaken. I couldn't remember if it was 2 or.
Well, no, but it comes back as 2 different things. Is that the same incident?
Same incident.
That's the same incident?
Same incident.
One on 8/21 and one on 12/20. It was one like the
Arrest date, conviction date.
Arrest date and conviction date. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't 2 offenses. And you heard what we told the other people about West Dallas. Call the police.
Right.
You may get somebody try to buy underage from you and all that stuff.
Yeah, like I said, he's more looking for a fill, and he's got a guy that is actually in the middle of taking over as manager, but before he gets into it, he can't work a few days, so he asked me if I wouldn't mind. And we've known the family for a long time. My uncle went to school with Frank, so.
Move approval, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Roll to get to. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Jonathan Itsukazu.
I have a cottage in Wild Rose. That's why I asked.
Okay, you were here.
Whereabouts?
Right by the Red Fox.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
Yes.
Right across the street.
My one teacher actually.
Okay, and the question we had was,
Alderman Sankstock wasn't here.
yeah. Oh, he had
Buffalo Wild Wings.
on his record,
Well, there's an issue about there was a gun charge. Mr. Chair, if I could.
Alden Ware.
Read through the police report. It is, as you described it to us, at least the way it looks to me. And I just wanted to, I actually highlighted on here on it says that you were cooperative during the incident, which to me says a lot. So I'm going to move approval.
Second.
Give that to Gary.
Thanks for coming in and sitting through all this, though.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
See how the matters get taken care of.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Sean Kozibowski.
No, he's not going to be here.
Okay.
He's not going to be
Come
here.
here, Vicky Van Eppen.
Right.
How come you still look to me?
No one else to survive.
He's getting
Can you
good.
get it?
Okay, find it here. Okay, we have a new application again, for big dogs. See attached.
Did you attach something?
I did. I had an old record from like 7 years ago and before.
Okay.
So.
I don't think they gave that to us, but we got the new one, so.
Okay.
But that's what was attached. You were attempting to look. You were being, okay.
I do have my Milwaukee license as well. So. And this is, I was waitressing, and now they want to stick me behind a bar. So.
Mr. Chairman?
Ellen
So
Bartlett.
what I see is from,
Is that what you attached?
Yes. Yeah. And then
yeah,
my
I do have
Milwaukee.
that. Then I did have that.
Milwaukee PD.
From 1988 to year 2000, it seems like you were got in some trouble here and there. And then in 2007, you do have an OWI.
I do.
What happened? Were you in an accident? Anybody injured?
No,
what happened?
no. I didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign. I was in Waukesha going to pick up a girlfriend who was fighting with her boyfriend. I had been in bed that night. I blew a .09. So
just barely.
they arrested me.
And then after that, a couple minor things.
Yeah.
When I look at this, I look from 88 to 2000. That's a long time ago. That's 13 years ago. And then current, I would say 2007. Well, that's even 5 years ago. And then after that, it's a couple traffic things. I move for approval.
Second.
Okay, just to say, yeah, long time ago, 13 years. you know, for your last one there, but all those that really bother me is the disorderly conducts and things like this. When the police department come, like we said to everywhere else, police department come to you cooperate 100%. You call them if there's a problem. You don't wait till it gets out of hand, because it's going to come back on you, so.
Okay.
Were you Bar? Out of curiosity again?
Big Dogs.
Big Dogs. Oh, they'll
Right.
they run a good place.
Yeah.
They'll take care of you.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Thanks for coming in. We'll be available tomorrow if you want to come pick it up.
Come pick it up? Okay.
Before.
Before 3 p.m., between 10:30 and 3 p.m.
Okay, no, do they mail it then if you
Yes,
want?
if you're not here by 3 p.m., in the mail it goes.
Perfect. Thank you.
You bet, thank you.
Have a good
Bill
night.
Savage, I thought he was up there.
Yeah, what's going
Okay,
on?
number 50, communication from Bill Savage. Sounds like he's gonna stay in there. I don't know if did everybody get the email from the health department?
No.
No.
Well, he makes it, did everybody read the communication?
No.
Did you get a copy?
So
of the
we'll get a
communication?
copy. So
Nope, didn't get anything.
Well, he's going to be, he's closing it down, and he's using that time off to hopefully get rid of his old clientele, and he's getting new clientele, and he's opening up he's going to be called Game Day Sports. And
I thought it was gone.
he was a tavern that serves sandwiches and sports on TV, and he'd like to be a place where people come, a club type place where people come and drink, but he still doesn't have a kitchen, so he still can't serve food except for frozen pizzas and things like this. So I don't know how that's changing on that. And this is only a communication. And
His application isn't coming in for renewal yet, is it?
No, it should be
Well,
soon.
yeah, well, Ted had had to say he's got to come in for a new occupancy and everything too, because he changed the name now.
So if we watch, maybe just hold up on this one?
Well,
It's just a communication.
Yeah, place on file, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, it's approval in place, you have approval on here.
Just communication, yes, put on file.
Approval in place.
What are we approving?
Yep, just place on
Just
file.
the change of his trade name.
Well, he'd have to apply for that. That's.
It's just changing his
Okay, so
DBA.
It's just a different name.
just the
License
name
is the
on
same.
the establishment.
Licensee
Okay.
remains the same.
All
Is he
the other
open
stuff that he has,
currently?
all the other stuff that he has in there, you wouldn't approve.
Right.
You'd just be approving the name change on the not the LLC, just the doing business as.
Right.
Mr. Chair?
Okay, I want to get a motion on this first.
With the place on file.
Approve and place on file, or just place on file?
Personally, place on file.
Place on
He
file.
has to come in with his paperwork anyways to change the name, correct? What is that accomplishing? He still has to come in to change the name on the license and all that stuff, correct?
When he files his renewal application, all of the information will be on here, but when the businesses change their DBA during the license year, they just submit a communication informing the committee of what their intent is.
I thought is that change under our new ordinance?
Yeah, our new ordinance doesn't allow that.
Doesn't allow that.
It's,
You have to go through.
you have to request, right?
And pay.
So, seeing that we're still working under the old ordinance, is it approval and place on file?
Mr. Chair?
Oh,
Didn't we have a bunch of stuff against him, and we were ready to move on to someone's complaint
That
with him?
was my part. Once you were done, I
Yes.
wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
So
and
I was
we were
waiting
like,
for
oh,
you
good,
to
he's got it
finish.
closed it for sale, and we'll be done with it. But apparently, he had it closed and for sale, and couldn't make a deal with anybody, and so we're not done with it. Because it's still going to be here.
Okay, should we hold this and call him in?
But that's I think an order of business when it comes in with his renewal application. In terms of what, Gary, that's your area, whether it's going to be a non-renewal, whether we're going to have a hearing on it.
But if we approve it now, and then a couple months from now, we're going to say, well, we don't approve.
No, we're just approving, we're just
change.
placing the communication on file. We're not approving, we just place it on file. We take this communication, just placing it on file.
I agree with that.
Okay.
That's it.
So we do have a motion to place on file.
Second.
No.
No.
Yeah, you already made the second.
Yeah.
You're reaffirming.
Reaffirming my second.
Your second.
Clarification.
Reconfirming.
Is there any further discussion?
Absolutely. I'm waiting for my day in court.
Okay. Go ahead.
The The reason he started to do this is we had enough on him in the last incident, I don't remember what it was, and he was gonna come in, and he didn't because he said, I'm trying to close it, I'm closing the place down, and he was trying to sell it. And we were ready to go forward with the summons and complaint to literally shut the place down. So when he comes in and he's going to reopen, I think we need to bring in the old file of everything that's there, have him in front of us, and then decide whether or not we want to issue him a new license to even begin with. I know my thought process on it, but I think that's the way we will go, is have him in, bring the entire, all the problems that we've had in the past, and let's document them, and we'll move forward from there when he applies for his new license.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, then we have number
51 through 55, Mr. Chair, move approve, subject to necessary requirements.
Second.
Who's it? You, Gary?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take 55, you see.
Any further discussion?
You can take those.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Get them up.
You're going to...
This is 51 through 55. Those reasons.
Well, you can go 56 through 66.
See, you thought by saying them all, it's going to go faster. Well, it's
It
not.
does go
That's right,
fast. No, we can sit chat. I don't have to bother talking to you.
I gotta get.
How about them birds?
They win today?
No idea.
They're up 5 all like last year.
Okay, number 50.
Take the motion. Want to hear the motion? Come on.
Items number 56
6 to 66.
Well, no, but we're skipping some here. 56 and 57 move, and item 60 move for approval.
Second.
We have a second.
You could have said, and 61 through
No,
66
I don't
with
want you to
necessary
His
requirements.
hand will get all cramped
Okay,
up. And
56.
He's a jewelry. He needs his
Excuse
hand.
me,
60.
56, 57, and number
60.
He's going to all the way 60, all
Yeah,
four
we're
of
right
them.
You made the motion. Who made the second?
I did.
Okay.
So now
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Who's taking 61 through 66 now?
Wrote.
Motion to approve items 61 through 66.
I'll second that.
Subject to the necessary requirements.
Just look at your cheat sheet over here.
It's 58 and 59?
That's up. No, that's not in there.
No, just what I thought you said.
Yeah, no.
Okay. 1 second, gentlemen. And I use that
So
loosely.
we still have to do 58 though, because there is a 58.
And 59.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do this so I get this all screwed up?
Yeah, sorry, got you all.
Okay, what was the motion there, Alderman Singstock?
61 through 66 was to approve, subject to necessary requirement, the motion of aldermen from the 4th district. I
Alderman
second
Roth.
it. Alderman Roth made that motion.
Motion and Sangstock second.
Right.
Remembers the district and forgets the name, I don't know.
How soon we forget, Dan?
I know.
Do we have any further discussion
Don't
on
worry,
this?
Les.
It must be something with what you drink, Nick.
All in favor? Anyone opposed?
Okay, back down number 58.
Do you support
hang on.
50% of his income? No.
Alderman Weigel, just
If you want to, just to avoid anything, but there's no.
I can't remember, is that my district now or yours? I think it's my
Who's
district.
that?
Because I worked that event.
years and I got a complaint on it.
Just
So I'll
to
tell you
avoid
what.
any hassle with
Which
it.
way is
What kind of rules are
that?
you gonna beat us?
And
Stan's gotta get there. The rules he's looking for you.
Well, then we can take our time. Okay, then we have number 58. This is a special use, special event permit for doghouse.
Janice Faison.
Having that first.
But it's still?
Yeah, that is still.
Okay, oh, that's right, Mitchell
Past
Street's the
Mitchell,
line.
yeah.
Mitchell Street's the line.
Did they have one last year?
Says first permit
First permit.
application.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We haven't had any problem.
Move approval.
Second.
Sunday ending time as per rules
10
9
o'clock.
p.m. You change that for the, on there?
It's reasonable, 9 o'clock.
Says on here 6 and 10, but it's really 9 on Sunday night?
Well, it's,
That's what the rules say.
Okay, then it
That
goes to
Sunday
9.
should end at 9.
As amended?
No, it's just what we have, the ordinance is 9.
who made the second
We
one?
can't go back beyond that, can we, Scott, unless we have
Because
an
Alderman
ordinance?
wrote.
Same stack Weigel.
Oh.
Well,
Does the ordinance say 9 o'clock?
Well, let's, let's stick with 9.
Yeah,
Sunday
but
night
just
and
do it-
Saturday.
just says there's no confusion that it's.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
say good
gonna
night.
be-
Did it for her,
Right.
do it for me. Say
Okay.
it again, Sam.
I move that number 58, we amend the hours from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
For Sunday only.
For Sunday
for
only.
Sunday only.
6 a.m.
Is there a second on that amendment?
We'll have a second on the amendment?
Second?
Second.
I'm staying for the second amendment.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I oppose.
This is Martini thing.
PM. Okay.
Item 59, move approval.
So you got, what's the difference from that first permit application? What was there last year? Weren't they serving beer last
They
year?
did I think in the
Gary,
past they did.
Weren't they serving beer last year?
Yes.
So what's the difference between, where,
Nothing. He just going for his
First one of the year.
well, it's this first permit application.
Oh, it means for this
license year.
For this license.
Oh,
year.
okay.
because we can only have 3 a year.
I thought Faison had one before.
Any further discussion?
For-
All
Aye.
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Present?
Present.
That's what it is now. She's placing it. Oh, there's some
Only
application.
because I'm the bartender there.
All right,
Okay.
first application.
Card.
I believe that's it. Now I gotta find this little mess and. Okay. Move to adjourn.
Second.
I-
That was your motion. You moved.
So if I want
Okay, well, I can make my own motion.
So if I want to blather on about something, I just need to
You just have to get it on the agenda.
Get it on the agenda.